welcome to Orlando, Florida today at Camping World Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gamecocks offense will go to work first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Back to throw, it's Beard. It's complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Sets up the screen. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Slithers into space. And they get him down. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The give to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8. The relentless emptying of the playbook on this opening drive has now finally hit a wall. It's touchdown, Jacksonville State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Bringing it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Northern Illinois' offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
It's complete on the right side. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Now the play fake. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. Got it behind the line. It's Harris. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Sings it complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Punt is on its way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, the ground game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Surging forward on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now on the option. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man. It's Beard. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity where they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on them. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Beard. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. The hand to the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Northern Illinois right back to the line. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that, you know, they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Off the play fake. Finds a tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Huskies are marching down the field.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to...
He lost one down the sideline. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Northern Illinois!
Man, oh man, I love the patience of this quarterback. Great job letting the play develop, buying a little bit of time. Receiver starts on the left side of the field. He comes all the way across to the right side for the big touchdown catch.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
The Huskies couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it to him again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Got it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll send out the kicker here. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Right down the boulevard. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Dropping back, it's Beard. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Complete to the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Off-play action. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Good right down the boulevard. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab down the middle. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's quick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the back. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got the quick pass. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Beard. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Northern Illinois right back to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Oh, better look out! All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Back to pass, it's Beard. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. He's got it on the outside. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Massey. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, several notable storylines there, and a first half of a Cure Bowl that absolutely had its moments. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cure Bowl.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Keeps it on the draw. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Creates a little room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Beard. Rushes on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Creates a little space. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Power football with the run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Northern Illinois right back to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a 6 kicks today. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Massey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Massey. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the third down pass is incomplete. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? To throw, it's Beard. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. And the defense got him at the 27.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Working the middle, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive in 2nd and 12. Going with the counter play here. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Beard. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run play action. Good timing on the quick out. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Got his man quickly. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, man. It's a a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab, past the marker. Makes a grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Makes one man miss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Muscling ahead on third and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. Had to settle for the field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. A quick pass to the left. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Second down.
Right back to him on the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Harris. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Toss sweep to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off play action. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Gamecocks are on the move.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Run it with the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rides to back and leaves it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Northern Illinois right back to the line. 3rd and long. He has to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets past the marker. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
2nd down coming up.
Back to pass. Fakes to grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
No gain on the play. 4th down coming up.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous punting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these 2 teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.